KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6. Checking out Minot this evening. Still some fog pushing through. That'll probably be persisting, unfortunately, through tonight, really into tomorrow morning. Temperature-wise, not so bad, sitting in those mid-20s. Still seeing that wind chill down into the teens, however. Here's our updated road map here, showing some improving conditions over the course of the last 24 hours out towards the west and our central areas. Still seeing some patchy ice or snow-covered roads, again, towards the northwest across our central tier, but overall, much better than we were this time yesterday. And we expect, with the warming trend over the next few days, continued improvements tonight and, of course, into Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day. Temperature-wise, some interesting things going on right now. So up towards the Turtle Mountains, it is 10 degrees. Down towards that southwestern corner, seeing a 39 in Bowman. Earlier today, it was 12 up in Newburgh and 50 down towards Hettinger. So a pretty strong temperature gradient across the board here for us. So what's going on as far as that is concerned? First, your wind chills brought to you by Absolute Comfort Plumbing and Heating. And again, much chillier back towards the east, seeing a 9 and a 7 back towards Harvey and Medina, but out towards the west, still sitting somewhat comfortably in those 20s and 30s. So overall, the wind field, overall not very impressive, just 5 to 10. That's not why we're showing it. We're showing it to show you the overall meeting of those winds towards the west. So out towards the west, our winds are out of the southwest, as you can see. Elsewhere, they're out of the southeast, giving us this convergence zone right about here. That's the location of our cold front, hence why those southwestern areas are much warmer than the rest of the state. And you can see that front right about there. So we have this area of high pressure off towards our west, giving us that southeasterly flow for most of the region. But over the next day or two, as that front passes down towards the south, most, if not all, of the state will get much warmer, back into those 30s and 40s for our daytime highs. So we still have that fog to contend with as we progress through tonight into tomorrow, giving us some very low visibility concerns for our central and eastern locations. That's going to continue, if not through the morning, through at least into the overnight hours here for a lot of our area. So definitely be aware of that as you head into your Christmas Eve travels. Overall, though, getting much warmer as we move into tomorrow, Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, seeing widespread 30s by tomorrow, even in our central and eastern locations, even a 45 once again for Dickinson, and then some more 30s there for us Wednesday for Christmas Day and for Thursday. So even if right now there are some patchy ice or snow-covered road concerns, we expect conditions to greatly improve once again as we get into tomorrow and into Wednesday. So most areas should be good to go if you are traveling Christmas Eve or on Christmas. Looking at Williston's next 5 days, tomorrow a high of 33, but look at this overall widespread 30s through Friday into the weekend. Overnight lows back into the teens and 20s, but still not too bad for this time of year. Dickinson, even more impressive, 5 straight days in those 40s, maybe even getting close to 50 once again tomorrow. We'll definitely take this time of year here in North Dakota for sure. Looking at Minot's next 7 days, again, Christmas Eve 34, Christmas Day plenty of sun, 35 degrees. I do have a sneaking suspicion, though, we're going to pay the piper for this as we get into January. A big pattern change is on the way once we get into the new year. And then Bismarck's next 7 days, 30s through Christmas Day, even continuing into our Friday and Saturday, even on Sunday, and a bit of a downward trend, unfortunately, as we get into the following week. But overall, we will take 6 straight days of those 30s, Joel.
Well, Kenny, this is terrible news because, you know, you started showing upper 30s and the melting, and now we're not going to be able to sing the song about dashing through the snow because there's not as much snow to dash through, and the song's not going to make any sense.
It's just the worst, isn't it, Kiara?
Oh my gosh. Now you with the complaints. You can't have both of us complaining all the time,
I
Joel.
suppose.
Thank you, Kenny. And coming up next.